Okay, where I left off was about washing your hands. You gotta wash your hands. Would you want your doctor to like dig in his nose, go to the bathroom, and then come operate on you? Or your dentist? Or anybody? I mean, you don't want anybody to come near you and they don't wash their hands. I mean, it's just really nasty. Make sure you wash your hands. Make an effort to do it. Think about it. They actually did a study. 3,000 people they studied to see if they washed their hands when they came out the bathroom, and only 20% did. Some just put their hands up underneath the water, but you need soap and water to prevent bacteria from spreading, infections. Keep your hands out of your face. It's very important. You want to have nice, clear skin like this all the time. No bumps or anything like that. You know, not bragging, no shade, but make sure you wash your hands. Very important. Now, what's going on with Donald Trump? He's decided he's not going to be in the debate in Iowa. That's crazy. You know why he's not going to be in the debate? Because he knows they're going to eat him up. They're ready for him. Donald Trump is the biggest clown there is. He belongs in the circus. And I think maybe he thinks that's what he's running for. Circus. For the circus. To be master of ceremonies. Because that's what he actually is. I'm still unclear who I'm voting for. It's really a sad situation. I wish President Obama, I wish we could just do a coup and just take President Obama and put him in the White House and make him stay and tie him down to the chair, because he's the best president that I've ever known that we've had. Jack Kennedy was great, and President Obama is even greater. He will go down in history as the greatest president, and his wife Michelle Obama, the greatest first lady. Okay, in Chicago they had another killing. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but this young man, he kept calling the police, and he was telling them that somebody was trying to take something from him. When the police got there, it was actually a mentally challenged young man, 19 years old, black. His parents were there. A neighbor had come over to try and help with subduing him. And when the police came, just like in Gestapo fashion, they just rushed in, ended up killing the neighbor, the lady. She was a grandmother who lived next door, who just came over to help. She was unarmed. She was shot one time and died at the scene. And the young man, who's 19 years old, he was shot 6 times and killed. His parents said that he's been mentally challenged for quite a while with lots of depression. So, you know, it's funny how the police just go. When I say funny, I don't mean ha-ha funny. That they just go on the situations where it's a black area or black people, and they just come in guns a-blazing. Come in guns a-blazing. The same thing with the water situation in Flint. They would have never had this water situation with toxic water from the Flint River if it had been in Bloomfield Hills or Grosse Pointe. I'm born and raised in Detroit. Grosse Pointe and Bloomfield Hills, for those of you who don't know, one of the richest sections that we have of our suburbs in the outer of Detroit, and they would have never had this problem. Flint is predominantly black. For those of you who don't know, there are 150,000 residents, relatively small, and when the governor gave the okay for the mayor there to do some cutbacks, the mayor actually gave that information, passed that information on down to some people that worked for him, and the first thing they thought of was cutbacks on the water. They knew that the Flint water was no good, full of lead, so they have essentially murdered 8,000 people. The the governor of Michigan should be fired. He should be fired for those lives. More of us have been killed by so many different things. And, you know, I think about that all the time, because if there was something that happened where, you know, like with terrorism or anything, through the water, because we all need water. Everybody needs water, so it's a shame. The people who are not taking any responsibility for it should all be fired. They're trying to pass the buck from one person to the next. Walmart has sent 6.5 million bottles of water, but how much is that going to help? I mean, really, you got to brush your teeth, take baths, prepare food, all kinds of things you need water for. So it's really, really a very sad situation. It's more killing of black people. I just recently saw where they have some information here I wanted to talk about as well, about Thai dolls. I don't know if I talked to you about it in the beginning. I think I did in the first. I mean, these are actually dolls. They're real dolls, and in Thailand they're using them for people who need just service, like, you know, for mental service, to keep anxiety off of them. Very strange. I don't understand that. In the East Coast, I know we had so much snow and everything. I know everybody's digging out. Make sure that if you're ever in a situation and you don't have heat, and you go outside and the storm is that, a young lady in New Jersey, her and her 1-year-old child actually went outside, sat in her car because she couldn't go anywhere, and they both fell asleep, of course, because they were trying to get heat. She didn't have any heat in the house, and they both died. The snow had actually covered her exhaust pipe, and her 1-year-old child died. So, you know, it's just a horrific situation. You guys, thank you for coming back to the Amber Shows. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Be safe. And New York, what's up? Love my people and my Motown family. Love you too. Have a great day.